Hi, I'm Robert Rosborough with Northeast Ohio Media Group, and I'm here with the Hudson football team. To my far left is head coach Ron Wright, and we have three members of the football team here with us. Guys, introduce yourself.
Roman Marino, Mike Pikarski,
Joey Palumbo.
And we're going to talk about this upcoming season. It's an exciting year for Hudson. It's your first year in the Suburban League. Ron, what are your expectations for this year? Do you think that being in the Suburban League is going to benefit your team?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that we fit the Suburban in regards to where we were with the NOC, especially travel, things like that. It's a better fit for our school. It's a better fit, I think, for our football team. We're excited about being in the Suburban League.
Your team is going to be having a lot of fresh faces, in some big roles this year. Do you want to talk about your quarterback situation? Who are the two guys who are vying for that spot right now?
That is Jackson Parker, Colt Pillay are the two young men. One's a junior, one's a sophomore. So those, at this point, are the two guys that are vying for that position.
Okay. And obviously some big shoes to fill with Mitch Guadani,
Yeah, I mean, we've had that in the past with, losing a Gideon a few years ago, and now with Guadani, and we just seem that our guys fill the need, fill the role, and we don't get them back. We can't get that fifth year, so hey, it's a whole new team and a whole new year.
Yeah. Now, how is your offensive scheme going to change this year? Do you think you're going to be as pass-oriented as you have in the past?
Well, when you lose, an athlete like Mitch behind the center, it's going to make a difference. So what we've got to do is we've got to find the niche for these two young quarterbacks and see how they develop, as an offense. So, it's easier to hand the ball off than it is to, run a lot of pass reads and stuff. So initially, I think we're going to have to be a little more run-oriented, but, if they both handle the pass scheme and what we're looking for, then we're going to continue to try to be as close to 50-50 as possible.
Okay.
50 run, 50 pass.
What does each quarterback bring to the table, like with their styles?
That's a good question for these guys. Maybe they can say.
Yeah. How would you guys describe your different styles and how they contrast each other or maybe complement each other?
Well, our junior quarterback, Jackson Parker, he's, I think, like 6'4", so he's got that size advantage. Mm-hmm. He's got a strong arm, and he's able to see over the linemen, so that's his advantage there. But Colt's got he also has a strong arm, and he can move around the pocket more, so they both bring a lot to the table, so it's exciting to see, who's going to get that spot.
Okay.
Well, just like Joey said, too, they're both, very smart, too. Jackson also brings a lot to the table with his size, obviously. But they both have, very strong arms, and so we were very excited to see them, see what they can do. Practices that we've had so far, they've looked very well, very good.
Okay. Mm-hmm. From a leadership aspect, are they both vocal guys? Is one more vocal than the other? Are they more lead by example type of guys?
Yeah, I would say Colt maybe a little more than Jackson being vocal, but they both bring, a lot to the table and they're very good athletes, but they do lead by example. I would say not maybe as vocal as Mitch was, but they do lead by example.
Okay.
Yeah. I think game management is going to be a key. How do we manage under pressure, under the rigors of the game, and how will those two? And yet we haven't seen that yet. We'll see it a little bit more this Friday when we go to Kent State for a 7-on-7 and see both those two young guys and see how they compete with people, a little up-tempo more than we've had so far.
They've always been a strong program defensively. Last year you were very strong in that department. How does this year's lineup look? You lost a lot of seniors from last year, but you have a lot of seniors, guys who were juniors last year who have the experience and everything.
Yeah, we've been playing pretty good defense for a number of years, and we've the evolution of our defense is the evolution of the offense because of the past nature of the game. So we used to be a 4-3 team, and then we went to a 4-2-5, and we would still say we're a 4-2-5, but we're very multiple in our fronts and what we're going to do defensively. Everybody, you know, most of the guys in the room we're going to play both ways on the football field this year. We've tried to platoon as much as we can, but there's going to be a time as we go to Division II and our numbers drop, we don't want to have everybody play all the time, but there's going to be spots where everybody's going to have to play some. So we're looking for guys like Roman to have a big year. He had a great year last year. We think, you know, we're going to have a really good defense. We hope to.
Yep.
Roman, how would you describe the chemistry among the defensive players going into the season?
So we lost a couple guys last year for sure. The defense, though, as a whole, I think we come together as a family, and you could say we're undersized on the D line, and I mean that's pretty true. But just the fierce and intensity that we play with is what lets us hold our own against some of the bigger O linemen. Our linebackers, a lot are coming back. And then our DBs and our safeties and our corners, we all work well together. We've been playing since we were younger, and I say we're going to have a strong defense. I'm confident in that, so I'm excited to see what we can do.
Fantastic. All right, guys, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's the Hudson football team talking about the 2015 season. Be sure to stay tuned to cleveland.com for all of your Hudson football coverage you could possibly want, and for football coverage from around the area.